Hello, and welcome to my speech on where I will be showing and explaining the scoring and how to officiate a high school wrestling match. Now, there have been some recent rule changes where takedowns are now worth 3 points, and there have been many scoring changes, so I thought I should show and demonstrate how to understand and officiate. So, in a wrestling match, it is a total of 6 minutes without overtime. Now, that is divided up into 3 2-minute periods where they start in what is called neutral position, which is this. This is how you like symbolize it. You just, yeah. And then after the 2 minutes, the ref, who is me in this instance, will have a coin with red on one side, green on the other, and prior to this match, each wrestlers have put on a ankle band that is either red or green, and then they flip the coin after the first period to see who will get to choose what position first. Now, there are 4 options. Neutral, which we have already explained, is when both wrestlers are on their feet and facing each other. And then there is top, which is when one wrestler is in what is called the referee's position, where they're on their hands and knees facing away from the scoring table. And then there's top, where the other wrestler has a hand on their stomach and on their elbow, their stomach, and then has 1 foot here, 1 foot up, but that is on their knees. But because of the camera angle, can't really show it as accurately. Now, the reason I find this important to explain and tell is because high school wrestling in Iowa is one of the fastest growing sports according to Iowa high school sports. So I thought it would be nice to know, especially since girls wrestling is sanctioned in Iowa and going to be sanctioned in many other states following. Now, there is also other things in usually the neutral position that have a lot more explaining to do. Now, let's say he is wrestling and he is doing nothing. He's being very cowardly. I can hit him with a stalling call, which one of them does nothing, but it's basically a warning saying, hey, you got to get going. You got to start wrestling. And then if he gets hit with another stalling call, that will be 1 point for the other wrestler. And then if you are on top and the other wrestler is on bottom, if you lock your hands, let's say we're on top bottom and I lock my hands, that will be 1 point for him because that is a technical violation and that is obviously not allowed. But with recent rule changes, there's a thing called near fall, which is when one wrestler is on their back enforced by another, and after the way you count the points for near fall is you swipe. So 1 swipe is nothing, 2 swipes is 2 points, 3 swipes is 3 points, and 4 swipes is 4 points. And then after they return to their stomach and the hold, that which got them on their back in the first place, is no longer there, you will be awarded your points. And then in instances where one wrestler is winning by 15 points or more, that is a technical fall, or is also referred to as a technical superiority, and it's the mercy rule. So if you beat them by more than 15, the match stops, you win. Now, thank you all for listening and staying with me while I explain the new rules and how to officiate a modern high school wrestling match. So,